this thing again. Okay, I'm just not come through real quick.
You're good.
Okay, we're back in session. And we are ready to vote on this. What are there's no, nothing we're asking of them that isn't in this presentation right now? Not adding anything to it as far as fast track, anything like
A
that?
possible recommendation, right?
We can encourage that.
I think it would be in their best interest, at least Tanya's, to consider that. So,
Would it be spring before you have another class? That's
Correct.
okay. Ron, did you say you were making a motion? on
I would
this?
make a motion to approve the request.
Okay,
sorry.
and Jim will second it. There's no other discussion on this?
Just the conditions, personal guarantees, and a general UCC or not? Yes.
From the LLC.
Okay. So that we have that in minutes.
And we're assuming, or we're requiring all of the equipment and everything to go into the LLC?
I don't know if it would be transferable at this point.
Yeah.
Any future purchases would need to be in the
Here
LLC.
and after.
Okay.
So we're not, something will be done out, we're like the third thing. We're not on this one because there's,
No, we're not,
I mean,
we're not their last resort, I don't
Right.
think. They just came to us.
Oh,
No, I think I have a lot of confidence in this loan. I feel good about it, so. Let's take it, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Very good.
Mark, you're welcome to stay, or
Well done, Mark.
if you'd like.
I actually got to take my mom somewhere, so good to see y'all. Thank you.
the big scheme of things.
How true.
I'm close to
We'll
it.
try.
Pick up for 50.
yeah.
Mark, are you still
Yeah.
meeting with Stacy and Anna or Stephanie Argo?
I met with Stephanie Monday,
Okay,
and I need some information from her.
okay. Just remember, we're still next.
And the other lady sent me some information
Okay.
that
So
I
you're
need to
still
get
working.
into a spreadsheet.
Still working. Okay. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay. Number 3 on the agenda is the MK Brownfield Cleanup Project update.
Oh,
Oh, we haven't done B yet, excuse me. Authorize the executive execution of the annual contract with Wyoming County Economic Development Services after county budget is approved. Jim?
Yeah, so we submitted to the county back in August, the $80,000 request, which is the same amount as last year. We went to the county's planning committee, the chairman. I invited all the departments in, or the contract agencies, when they have a request like that. So we presented our request for the budget, and subsequently, I have not heard anything other than it's probably going to be funded as is. And looking forward, since we don't meet on a regular basis, I'm just looking for some authorization to sign the contract with Wyoming County for that economic development services in the amount of $80,000 after the county adopts their budget.
Any comments?
Supervisor Laura mentioned yesterday he would vote for the budget. You know, this is an epic statement from him.
On election day, you mean that?
I tend to be a little bit of,
The fly in the ointment?
sometimes.
It's good to have somebody like him around.
You know, it's the taxpayer, it's the
Yeah.
taxpayer.
I would make a motion.
No more comments from
You know, I think
Dan?
we're good.
Okay,
I'll strongly advocate for it.
good. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Thank you.
Very good. We appreciate the support from the county.
Absolutely.
Now, you know, they've done a good job with the budget this year, you know, of course, a lot of it has to do with some revals around, you know, where assessments are up,
You're welcome.
you know.
Yes.
Now, you know, even, in my town, we won't have a budget tonight, you know, our tax rate levy is up, some of course, because all our expenses are up, but the tax rate's down to about 80 or 90 cents a thousand.
And shockingly, the county tax rate for 2025 is less,
89 cents?
right? So taxes will be lower.
That's good to hear.
Maybe in March, next year.
My town clerk tracks all this, and she's noticed that every year there's a reval, we have a lower tax rate, and then about 3 years it climbs up, and then we have another reval, then it goes down again.
Right.
Interesting.
All right, let's move on. Now we can get into item 3.
Yeah, so the MK, at our last meeting, I talked about, you know, the progress with the project, and the board authorized us to transfer the land to Frontier Group of Companies under the new LLC that's formed called 58 Church LLC. That transfer is underway. Council is working on the legal transaction for that, and will soon be offloading that property to a designated developer who has now signed a amended agreement for the work that they are going to do. The agreement calls for, once the property is transferred, they have 6 to 9 months to get the project into the brownfield cleanup program. And in the agreement also is a reverter clause that the business center, WCBC North LLC, can take the property back for $1 should they fail to take action on that. So that ensures the property just won't sit idle for a number of years. So, and then tied to that, we did myself and Rob Naporowski, our environmental service consultant on the project, did a presentation to the Village of Arcade board last night, and the same presentation that this board saw the previous month. And so we had that was a final community engagement meeting that needed to be done. And now we're working on the final report for EPA. So the EPA project is almost in the books. I should mention, with the amended designated developer agreement, we did require, upon signing that they provide the $50,000 in in-kind match for the EPA money, which they did. So we put this
Any
one.
pushback from the public to get the board meetings and.
I was telling before the meeting that I, presented a lot of project stuff along the way in my many years here. And that's the first time we ever got a round of applause for the work that was done. But I credited the board and your commitment to it, and your willingness to invest the dollars over there. And they were grateful.
Yeah, it's a win-win situation for everybody.
So that's all I had for the MK site. And like I said, we can kind of put that in there.
Thanks for your work on this, Jim. There's a lot that went involved to get it to this point. Now, let's hope we have the right developer to take it to the finish line.
This has been on the agenda, board of supervisors for years, who's paid taxes on it, who didn't, come up, then be quiet, then it come up.
Yeah.
So, it was
The
way to get it done.
The really nice thing about it, the funds that the business center committed to this were actually funds that we received when we cleaned up the brownfield site in Perry. So
They kind of mirrored each other because we kind of moved the LLC from that one to this one.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same fund, so there weren't any additional county dollars involved. It was from the work that was done over there.
Okay. Ready to move into program updates?
Yeah, we're gonna ask Jennifer to provide some updates.
Oh, sure.
Jennifer, you're up.
Okay, the microloan program, you have the loan report right here to take a look at in your packet. Max's Bakery is one that's past due, and I have a couple emails out to her. She was one that was going through the divorce. I haven't had response from her since August, so she kind of went quiet. So I'll just continue to keep reaching out to her about that loan. And then down under the rapid restart loans, there's one customer, I guess, there that is in arrears, and my last communication was she'll be sending a money order for 300 in, and then another 300 next week. She did take on a part-time job to help get caught up on the payments faster. So there is communication there. So we'll just keep plugging away at that one. So any questions for the microloan or the rapid restart loan?
Is she still in business?
Yes. Okay, so you want to go into the fast track program? That's all set.
Yes.
Okay, fast track program, right now we are still running an ad on Ad Monitor, which is reaching approximately 3,900 viewers throughout various locations in Wyoming County. We did use the 3-month free through the chamber, and now we're going to be paying $105 a month to run that ad until January, and it's going to bump up to $115. So we'd like to run that until the spring class to see how our ROI is based on that, and try to get feedback. So if anybody does see that, if they could let me know that we're reaching people out there to make sure it's worth the investment. The fall class finished on October 29th. The press release was sent out, and Scott just shared with us this morning. We had a nice photo in there, quite a bit.
You pass that around?
Yeah, sure.
Jen, I noted earlier when Jim covered the financial report,
Yes,
that you'd spent 60% of the funds for the fast track program.
yes,
You're not intending to have another class this year,
correct.
but
That
you're
is,
gonna use the funds for advertising.
yes, there's a little bit left on the credit card because we do have delivery and admin fees that we have on the charge that you'll see come through in the next
Okay.
financials to finalize that. But Jeff and Mike have been paid. That's the major expense, and our graduation is a little heavier with providing that dinner.
Right?
So we will have a little bit of expenses to finish the year off.
It wasn't a 4-course dinner, it was.
No,
chicken
It was from
wraps,
Lori's.
so-
It was really good. It's just Lori's. We do that every graduation.
Yeah,
Sure.
so,
We call it our wrap-up session.
wraps.
Yeah. So if you'd like, I can go through the business concepts that they worked on. It's up to you, or I can just say there were 6 that graduated. I don't know, your time wise.
I'm good.
Okay,
I met them all.
okay.
Met them all.
Yeah, these are a couple of our guest speakers here. So.
Yeah, so the next steps for the program will be the first of the year sending out those sponsorship requests. And then we do make all the manuals in-house, and that is a lengthy process to do. It takes me about a week to put all the binders together for the following year, but it also keeps the expenses down. I haven't found a resource yet to use that would keep that cost low. So if there's any printing place that you know of, I would definitely reach out to them to see. The spring class starts March 25th and runs to May 27th of 2025. We're still running about 62% of the people that attend the program create and grow their business. So just as an overview number. Any questions with the fast track?
Back up to on the wall, they see up top there, Windy Brew out there. They had a facility in Batavia that just closed.
Yes,
That would affect their, they make the payments all right. So
as long as the payments are coming, yes.
Yeah, they haven't missed a payment yet. But, I think they wanted to experiment with that market. I think they bumped into a lot of competition over there.
Location.
Location is not the best. Yeah.
Okay, the Business Accelerator Academy, the fall class was completed September 25th. There was a press release sent out about that prior, you may have seen. The 4 businesses that we had go through that program was Dan Butler, Image Out Graphics, Joshua Russell for Russell Real Estate Holdings, the new owners of Sign Language, Nate Cato and Nate Hibbard. They gave us a really good testimonial. As a first-time business owner, this course was extremely informative and practical. Stephanie Russell, Studio Cafe, her testimonial. This program helped me ask questions I didn't realize I had and found solutions to issues I've been stuck on. Very good class again. The Academy has been very successful since we started that program. We've had 34 participants participate since 2021. Our next offering is in the spring. Will be Wednesdays, April 9th to April 30th of 2025. We'll move on to the business mentorship program. Right now, we have 7 businesses are currently active in the program with mentors. The information is always provided to the Fast Track graduates and the Accelerator Academy participants to continue on if for any educational component that they need. And also the micro enterprise grant. We have had a few participants use the mentorship program that needed to fine tune their financials and projections for the MAP grant. And that program has had 33 participants since we've started the program. So all the programs, there's definitely that technical assistance need we're finding. I am working on marketing the mentorship program a little bit more with digital marketing on social media platforms with definitely targeted demographics. And I will be working with Tom Lyon from Lyon Global, and he's getting a price quote together for me for that program.
I should mention with the business mentorship program, we did apply for some grant dollars from the Ralph Wilson Foundation, the Springboard program that they had funded. There were 200 applications submitted. We were one of the finalists and participated in a Q&A with the grant reviewers. Unfortunately, we were not selected. We were trying to use the funding request to kind of bolster our pool of mentors, if you will. Right now, we're somewhat limited in terms of the specialties that we can offer. Like Mark George is our financial mentor. He's working with some of our clients, but we have a marketing person, Tom Lyons, and we have Mike Fitch that steps in on overall general business. We were trying to see if we could enhance that. So that's something we're going to continue to try to do because, even if we need to go outside the county to develop some more mentors, that works now with virtual. And we were even asking for some funding to kind of upgrade our system here so we could offer those virtual offers here. So we're going to continue to look at that. I would also say that these programs, the technical assistance programs, come in really handy for our other programs that we do, such as the Business Assistance Corporation's micro enterprise grant program that Robin is running. We offer grants of $20,000. There's a committee that reviews those applications and then makes a recommendation to the Business Assistance Corporation board. Some of those approvals had been made contingent upon people following up and get additional technical assistance. So when you might have heard Robin ask Mark how he's doing with a couple of the applicants. So Mark is actually helping to evaluate a couple of the applicants to see if they're going to be credit worthy enough to make a grant offering. So like I said, it works really nice to have all these programs that we can kind of shuffle people around and really get some good analysis done. So I just wanted to mention that.
Good. Good job, Jennifer.
Thank you.
So we're at other business, Jim.
I don't have any.
I'd like to make a motion to invite Robin and let Pat take notes on, so she doesn't write on the margin of everything.
Yes, yes, I've been wanting one. We tried to see it at the end of last year if we had it in our budget for me to get one. They're a couple $100.
If you go in there when she's typing up the minutes, the papers are saying
Yes,
that way.
yeah, and it's just like checked all over the place.
Usually they're pretty accurate, so she must be good at it.
Yeah. I got arrows going all over the place. So like this one goes here.
Any board members have anything to bring to the group? Discuss? Jim, if you don't have anything else?
I do not. I just want to thank you for your time and your input, and greatly appreciate it.
And just wait for your next meeting announcement. And
We'll be out there shaking the trees. See what's out there.
okay, sounds good. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All those in favor? Opposed, carried. Very good. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
There wouldn't be any problem if I was sheriff